Open the door and get on the floor. Welcome to Scarlet Hollow, episode 4. It's the last episode that we have available right now at the time of recording, and hopefully at the time of release, because I would really like to get all of these out before February the 13th, when episode 5 comes out. Because I'd like to try and play that as quick as possible so as to just, avoid spoilers, and also because I'm really excited. I'm really excited for it. But first, we've got to get through episode 4, which entails going through an episode I probably remember the least of. I remember, obviously, the big plot points, but I don't remember a lot of the stuff that goes on in the lead up to that. So I won't be reacting entirely as though, I've never seen this before, but we'll be flying a little bit. We'll be flying through froggier skies a little more. But let's just get to it. Let's get right into it. I saved already. Oh god, did I not save? Oh no, I did save. I saved it there for some reason. That was what... No. What do you mean, did I not save? Of course I saved. I loaded the save here. I might be a bit tired today. I'm sorry. Oh, they've changed it to the not quite as shit website. I followed them on Blue Sky already. Would you like to see a recap before starting episode 4? Dissociative shower time. Morning, Tabitha, how are you? Your actions directly caused that child to lose her leg. It's like you revved the chainsaw yourself. I don't think doctors use chainsaws. Whatever, you're staying with me today, so you don't get any more children amputated. Okay, I promise I won't leave... I'm cooking. You eating? You are cooking. I'll be there imminently. This is very tasty, and I like your outfit. I like you. Anyhow, I'm going meeting the mayor, who's a dog. You want to come with me and Kanika? Sure, but we should invite Avery. They've barely been in this bridge. Hey, good morning and God bless you. Where did all my friends go? Well, I'm the local reverend and everyone finds me a little bit odd. Don't get me started on creepy pastors. I get my fill of those from my crush. Well, come visit if you ever want to find God. Why should I find God? I'm not the omnipotent one. Tell God to put some effort in. Avery, you want to come ghost hunting tonight? Sure, I've always wanted to be the third best death in a horror film. Why are we here? And why can I feel the horrors emanating? We're having dinner with Reese and his scary mum. Don't cause any trouble. Thank you for feeding us in your home. I guess you could call this a munch house by proxy. How fucking dare you? I'd like to watch films with my friends. Everybody leave immediately.
Good to see you, Jam and Stella and Kanika and Gretchen and Avery and Zane and Rosalina and Alexis and Tabitha.
Seriously, Jam? Again? Can you go 24 hours without inviting your weird cousin? I'm bonding. Let's move this along. I'm not normally around this many people if I don't give myself a payslip for it. Okay, I'm opening the creepy head.
You're on a path in the woods.
No, I'm not in the mood for hijinks, Jam. We're leaving.
No, you ain't. Not until you've atoned for the crimes of your blood.
Literally don't care, plus ratio.
Come with me, Eddie. We don't have to endure this.
I wonder if I can hold my breath long enough to pass away.
It's not that easy.
We can run away from this awful town and our horrible families like Romeo and Juliet.
Do you hear yourself?
The lesbians are flirting. This is unacceptable.
I can't speak for Jam, but Stella's actually bi. Cease your erasure.
Jam's crush is problematic, so I can't promise that.
Pardon? Threaten Stella again and I'll dissect you. Pardon? I suppose that crazy guy on the bus was right. Are you not possessed now? How? Power of love?
Your power of love won't save you from the consequences of someone else's actions. Now choose! Choose who's getting aged up 10 years.
What the fuck do we do? Ever watch Steven Universe? Play Ace Attorney? I have a job, Jam. Don't worry. I don't.
Objection!
You seek justice, but inflict naught but petty revenge of tenuous relevance. We could well unravel the dark truths of your fate, but It'd be a mite more difficult if we have lower back pains in our 20s. I do have... You can make a difference. You can make it right. Let us go and spare the humble abode of the town librarian, who might hold the knowledge we need to find you your justice.
Alright.
Huh. So, are we friends? Yes. Wait until I tell Stella. Hey, Stella! Stella has departed to have an existential, grief-stricken, trauma-ridden crisis. And now I will be anxious forever. Wake up. You open your eyes. It's a new day. Last night seems so far away. You can almost pretend the horrors you witnessed in the annex were nothing but a nightmare chased away by the harsh morning light. An involuntary shudder runs down your spine. But your thoughts are interrupted by the buzz of your phone on the nightstand. Hope you made it home okay? Haven't heard from Stella since last night. How about you? You check your messages. There's nothing from Stella. Hey, I'm kinda worried after you ran off last night. Text me as soon as you get the chance. You wait for a few silent minutes. Your message sits undelivered. She messaged me last night. I'm worried about her. I'm glad you've heard from her at least, but I'm worried too. Let's meet up in town. We should go looking for her. Looks like you have your morning plans in order. You make your way to the closet. There's no denying it. The doll moved at some point since your most recent visit. But your long dead relative's creepy doll isn't the only thing that's different. Someone was in here. Something to mull over for the rest of the day. You open the drawers. The two opossums stare up at you. They both have bread now. That's nice. You wave at them. They continue to stare up at you blankly in response. Why do I have a feeling that these opossums are the only source of levity we will be getting this episode? You close the drawers. This is their home now, and there's nothing you can do to change that. You might as well take a shower before starting the rest of your day. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. It feels good to wash away the grime of last night's haunting, but eventually, you'll have to leave this place and confront the rest of the day. In the meantime, I could think about the door to the clinic. In the clinic, I'm still drawn to it even now, and I think I'm going back there. Think about the afterlife. It's undeniably real at this point, and what you've seen is terrifying. Think about Stella running off. Hopefully she's just sleeping in. These ones again. Think about Stella running off last night. Hopefully she's just sleeping in. You're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. It's time to face your cousin. You find her in the kitchen, her shoulders hunched in a tight ball of anxiety. They're striking. This week of all weeks. As if I didn't have enough on my plate already. If history is anything to go off here, it doesn't matter how strong the strike seems. This is Tabitha's battle to lose. There isn't a union in Scarlet Hollow, which means a proper strike isn't even legal. Your cousin can pretty much do whatever she wants. She could fire everyone and wait them out, for instance, or pick and choose her targets. That being said, does it even matter how the strike plays out? Any resolution would merely treat the symptoms of the disease rotting the heart of Scarlet Hollow. For things to stand any chance of getting better, there's something deeper you still have to uncover. Okay, so there's a mystical option. That's not going to help Tabitha at this moment in time. Even though we're kind of on better terms now, I don't think she's at the point where, like, she's going to be accepting my vague mystical threats. I don't think the Ditchlings were predicting the strike. I'm still pro-union. Sorry, Tabitha. I'm not. I'm not in a spot where I'm going to be giving my opinion on the strike. I don't think she's asking for that, and I don't think she will like my opinion. But I can still kind of sympathise with her, you know, on a baseline level. You're in a really difficult spot right now. Gee, I hadn't noticed. Hopefully it'll all be over soon. Yeah. I mean, look, I know she didn't appreciate it, but I still want to sympathise. Have you heard anything from Stella? I can't get hold of her. No, but that's not exactly newsworthy. I'm sure she's just processing what happened last night. We weren't the only ones who were traumatised. So ghosts are real. I still can't get over that. I can. What does that actually change about anything? I still have a mind to run, and you still have a funeral to attend. I've dawdled long enough. Stay safe. No more hijinks. But let me know if you get in trouble, okay? Oh. She cares about us. I mean, I feel like she has cared about us, but she's being a bit more, like, reluctantly open about it now. And that matters. That's important. Time to figure out the rest of your day. No, I don't have I don't have time for a sandwich. I need to find Stella. The one thing I remember, actually, one of the main things I remember, aside from the main plot stuff, is how my character was feeling throughout this chapter of the game. And that is pure, unbridled, like, anxiety and fear. Like, and where's Stella? Like, if Stella's not on the screen, everyone should be asking, where's Stella? Like, where is she? Why are we not finding her? This is, normally, like, you know, I don't want to say normally calm, but, like, normally wise and composed Jam. Also someone who kind of prefers to go a bit quiet when she is afraid. This could be new territory now. This is now outward fear. You head up to the front door and begin your trek to the town below. The sun shines down through a thin layer of clouds, illuminating the path in a watery grey light. Oh, I love that description. You can't help but feel countless eyes watching you from the tree line, a feeling that reminds you of your time in the woods with Stella. Ditchlings shouldn't be out in the middle of the day, though. They're getting bolder. There's one there! What the fuck? There's another one! There's a fucking another one! Holy crap. There's a fucking another... Oh, no, this is bad. To your surprise, you find a familiar face making its way up the path towards you. Hey, I was just going up to see you. Hope you were able to get some sleep after everything that happened last night. I was up most of the night, totally wired on adrenaline. I can flirt, but I have no interest in doing such a thing. How do you feel now that it's a new day? Possession is the sort of thing that can leave a mark on a person's soul. Oh, thanks for asking about the state of my soul. I appreciate that. I'd be lying if I said it didn't have an impact. Kind of feel bruised all over, physically and spiritually, but hey, that's a part of life, right? Nobody makes it to the end completely unscathed. I'm kind of thrilled that my new emotional baggage comes from a ghost instead of some boring normal trauma. Have you heard anything from Stella? I haven't heard from her, though we don't text much, and I haven't checked in with Winnie to see if she came in for an early breakfast or anything, but if you haven't heard from her, that doesn't sound great. Seeing her like that last night was awful. She's usually so unflappable. Yeah, it's a mixture of her behaving out of character and the fact that Wayne fucking, like, vaguely threatened her last chapter. I'm so fucking scared. And also, she's been such a constant presence, like a constant source of comfort throughout this. Like, of levity, of, like, calm and joy. I'm going to save in case I lose this invitation. But, yeah, I'm going to comment on this first. There's ditchlings everywhere now, even though it's daytime. Avery turns to survey the tree line. I noticed a few on my way up. They're kind of funny now that I'm getting a good look at them. They're scrunched up little Sharpay faces. So, should I be worried about these things? I know they're a bad omen or something, but, like, are they dangerous? They're not going to eat me if I take a wrong turn, right? Not eaten, just used as an incubator. That's probably worse, though. I don't know. They've only been using wild animals so far, but I wouldn't be surprised if they switch to larger prey soon. An incubator? So they don't eat people? That's not bad. I could hang a couple of eggs under my skin. Okay, there's a couple of fun options. Is that one? There's the animals don't survive. It's saying like, oh, you're basically getting eaten alive. What? It sounds like you're saying you'd enjoy the experience. Is it terrible to say it'd be kind of neat to grow a weird little guy? I'm gonna save. Because I kind of just want to react. I don't want to explore. I'm just like... What? You don't agree? That's fine, to each their own. But I'm the kind of person who wouldn't mind giving a couple of weird little creatures a warm place to pupate if I have it to spare. And if they don't kill me. Kanika and I are meeting up to look for Stella. Wanna come? Absolutely. I told Winnie I'd be coming in late today, so I've got time. I don't know how much time, though. From what I saw this morning, there's already a few miners holed up in there. They must be using it as a home base for the strike. Let's head to town. Yeah, good idea. You and Avery start back down the path to town. It isn't long until you once again find yourself on the main street of Scarlet Hollow. Jam, you made it. And you picked up Avery on the way. Hope you're doing okay, like, emotionally. Yeah, I'm not too bad. That's good. I feel like I got crushed by a steamroller or something. Joints all out of whack, totally exhausted, and super foggy. Mum has been insisted I caught a cold, and I wasn't buying it, but as of this morning, I've come around. It's definitely something beyond exhaustion, even considering the ridiculously stressful week we've all had. But I'm not going to let that stop me from looking for Stella. Is someone manning the general store while we go looking for Stella? Screw the general store. Mum can deal. Whoa, did I miss something? You got Kanika? Just some family drama. Sure, I was going to take a sick day anyway. Don't want to infect the entire town with however cold this is. Sorry. Instead, I'll just infect both of you and whoever else we come across while looking for Stella. That's so weird. Like, Sybil kind of fucking predicted this cold, evidently. Huh. Okay. Anyway. I'm supposed to see your mum at some point today. Maybe she'll finally shed some light on things. I'm not sure what she's planning to tell you today that she couldn't have told all of us last night. Maybe she's going to read your fortune. Last night, I wouldn't doubt that she actually could. Your mum's always had a bit of that Glinda vibe going for her. Yeah, maybe I should stop making fun of her whole New Age mystic thing. A lot's happened in the past couple days. Ugh, I need to take a page out of Stella's book and just block this shit out. I need to be focused. I can't keep having all these existential crises. There'll be plenty of time for tea after we've found Stella. I think there's a happy medium, Kanika. I think you can kind of just try and just get to it without being like Stella and completely not thinking about your problems. Let's not dawdle. I'm worried about Stella and it doesn't feel right to be doing anything that isn't actively looking for her. Agreed. Let's get to work. Where to first? Okay, let's go to Stella's house. Good place to start. Maybe she's slept in. That's what I'm hoping. I would have gone already, but I was kind of nervous about doing anything by myself today, just in case I ran into yet another horror from the beyond the veil or whatever. Oh, hell yeah. Investigation squad! We have to fucking find Stella. You make your way towards Stella's house. Kanika knocks anxiously on the door. It creaks open. Fuck! The interior is cold, not just physically. There's an absence of joy and life that leaves only a chill behind. This is the ghost of an empty house. Mystical, you're not helping right now. All you're doing is fueling my anxiety even fucking further. I hate this. There's a sobering dread that comes with the knowledge that your search won't end here. For the life of you, you can't remember if Stella closed the door behind her when the two of you left for the library yesterday morning. I was too fucking hopped up on having a blatant crush to even think about that. We ate breakfast together yesterday morning and left together, but I can't remember if she closed the door. She must have, right? It's okay. Don't worry about trying to remember. Hopefully we'll be able to clear up who left the door open when we walk in and see Stella. See Stella, alive and well, and just not answering her phone for some reason. Gretchen hasn't come out. If anyone, if Gretchen were in the house, she would have come out right now. Could be she came home last night and forgot to close it all the way. Happened to the best of us. Or maybe she couldn't close it because something happened to it before she had the chance. Ugh, I need to stop working myself up over nothing. It's just a door. It doesn't mean anything. Might as well invite ourselves in, right? I'm just going in. You take a step forward and cross the threshold into Stella's house. The living room is almost exactly as you saw it the other day. Oh, that picture. Whatever happened to Stella, it doesn't look like it happened here. Doesn't look like there was a struggle or anything, unless it happened in another room. Maybe someone or something caught her off guard. You didn't have to add that last part. I'm gonna forget you said that, and just be thankful that this doesn't look like a crime scene. We made breakfast here together. But we didn't make that. That's new. Stella's kitchen is messier than she left it yesterday. A couple cabinets are hanging open, and a loaf of bread sits on the counter by a used butter knife. Someone was here after Stella and I left yesterday. We didn't leave the kitchen like this. I've also obviously realised that someone was in my room, so paranoia's through the roof. So what, do you think someone rummaged through the kitchen? Yeah, and made a sandwich. She must have come home last night. Why would anyone else leave the living room in one piece just to trash the kitchen? I mean, the town's surrounded by monsters. Maybe they got hungry. Or maybe she came home last night, had a snack, and didn't feel like putting things away. That feels more logical, Kanika. Thank you for keeping us on the straight and narrow. I feel that, but... And that leaves us with another question. If she came home last night, where did she go? And why did she leave? And why haven't we been able to reach her? Her phone's off. Like, it's not even that it's on red. It's not delivered. You make your way down the hall to what you assume to be Stella's room. She's not here. Though it is a little untidy, it's the usual sort of untidiness that accumulates when someone doesn't often have guests in their bedroom. There aren't any signs of violence. Anyway. We can check her computer. That feels like a blatant invasion of privacy, and I don't know if I feel comfortable with it. I mean, I can check if it's on, I suppose. But I don't know if that's what it means. Because it being on could be a sign. You go to check Stella's computer. I'm not sure we should be snooping on her computer. Isn't that an invasion of privacy? We already broke into her house, right? For all we know, there could be some sort of clue on there, like a note detailing exactly where she is. We didn't break into her house. The door was left wide open. Okay, there's a few options here. Maybe the computer was left open too. I could see myself being desperate, to be fair. And, like, slightly toxic. Well, maybe the computer was left open too. Exactly, if there isn't a password, maybe we're supposed to take a peek. Maybe we'll find the first note and I'll add him in an elaborate scavenger hunt he set up overnight. Sure, snoop away, but I'm not going to take part in this. I'll just be over here, standing in the corner of the room, not looking over your shoulder. Let me know if you find anything. Stella's desktop is horrifically cluttered. There are simply too many files and folders to fit on a monitor, and they overlap each other in a chaotic multi-layered display. Whoa, how do we find anything on here? You don't. Come on, let's go. This feels wrong. This feels so fucking wrong. But I have a check that I can do. I have a special Booksmart check. I'm so fucking curious, though. Oh, God, I'm so curious. No, I can't. You're right, this is a waste of time. Good. I don't think there's any clues here. I don't think so either. This is what her room's been like for pretty much the entire time I've known her. The only thing that's changed is the computer getting a lot fancier. It could use a few more houseplants. I'll put together some trimmings after we've found her. Oh, she still does those corkboard with string things. She loves to put in the strings on there. I don't think they actually mean anything, but they're more of a decoration anyway. A corkboard with string is always fun. You turn to leave Stella's house. Okay, so she probably came home last night, but she's not here now, and we don't have any idea where she might have gone. I thought I was overreacting this morning. I hope she would just be sleeping in. I can't believe she's actually missing. We'll find her. Where to next? Let's check out the diner. Good idea. Folks tend to congregate there. Maybe we'll run into someone who's seen Stella. Here's hoping Winnie didn't try to rope me into clocking in early. We'll say you're looking for a missing friend. We'll get you out of there. It feels like you've walked into a private meeting. The back booth is full of miners and they're having what seems to be an intense discussion, their expressions gravely serious. What's going on? There's a strike up at the mines. They've made the diner their base of operations. When you asked for the morning off, I didn't think you'd be showing up with friends. Sorry, Aunt Winnie. Stella's gone missing. I've been helping these two track her down. You haven't seen her, have you? Don't you apologise now. I can't say I have. Should I be worried about her? I hope not. We're not interrupting anything here, are we? Of course not. Any paying customer is welcome. As long as you aren't about to step on anyone's toes or cause a fuss. Basically, don't fuck with a strike. That's what's being said here, and that's very valid. The miners in the back were too engaged in conversation to notice you enter, and instead of speaking in hushed voices, argue with each other loudly enough for you to easily overhear. Sure, the shift schedules are tough. And sure, we don't have enough time off for me to see my family as often as I'd like, but this is the best job I can get right now. Listen, kid, you're only a year or so into this gig. Trust me, the longer it goes on, the more it sucks the life out of you. At first, you're just unhappy. Well, you think you can weather it till you find something better. A paycheck's a paycheck, I get it. But the next thing you know, you've lost years of your life to a company that doesn't give a solitary shit about you, that uses up every free second it can suck out of its workers and pays us just enough to survive, but not so much that we can ever save enough to get the hell out. Zax, we could get fired for this. I really need the paycheck. My sister needs the paycheck. I'm the only reason she can afford her tuition right now. I can't get fired. And this job still has its perks, like the company housing. I can't afford my own place and send money back home. I don't know where I would live if I didn't have this job. Right, company housing. How generous of the big boss to put you up in a company-owned shack that ain't had proper maintenance done in decades. You know she uses that housing as an excuse to pay us less. And the company housing that means almost nobody in this damn town owns the place they live. That's why the Scarlets can keep getting away with whatever they want. Zax, we don't have the numbers, man. You know this is risky. Riskier than most of us can afford. We would have the numbers if y'all would stand with me and not let management's scare tactics get to you. Okay. I might be misremembering, but I swear in my playthrough there were more people on strike. Maybe it's because we saved everyone from the mines. That would make a lot of sense. The fact that there's like... Because the horror of there being two children trapped in the mines after a collapse, because it could be argued Tabitha's negligence, that probably really whipped people up. I'm sure it was a bigger strike in my other run. Fucking hell, it's amazing how much changes. It's not scare tactics, people like her now. Yeah, that woman ran into a collapsing coal mine and saved 3 children from being buried alive. I feel you, I really do, but how are we supposed to organise a strike against a town hero? Okay, in fairness, she was ready to leave on B. That was me. I was the one who dragged her in to save everyone else. She better fucking thank me. Turns out I'm the fucking union buster. Indirectly. Are you trying to tell me that our mine collapsing less than 2 days ago is why you don't want to strike? It's a bad time, Zax. It's always a bad time, Baker. Doesn't matter whose name's on the deed for the place. Without us, there is no mine. We've got him against the ropes. We can't back down now, or they'll come out swinging. Hey, have any of you seen Stella? She's missing. The miners turn towards the doorway, all eyes glaring at you in unison. I don't care. I don't care that I've interrupted. This is fucking important. It's Stella. The YouTuber? We ain't seen her. Harrison's voice drops to a barely audible mumble. I hope she's okay. I'm not weighing in. I don't care. And also, I'm a Scarlet. They don't want to hear from me. I want to see what the options here are, though. So about the strike. We all know who you're related to, kid. Word travels fast, and I'll be damned if we talk business in front of you. I mean, I can voice my support. I think I'm allowed to do that. But they might not appreciate it, but, you know. What's the political difference between family? I may be the boss's cousin, but I support the strike. Well, even the boss's family is on our side. Maybe this really could work. The whole town should be on our side. There was a collapse less than 2 days ago, and she expects us not to riot at the thought of being forced back down there. Damn straight. Hear, hear. Still, if you support the strike, the best thing you can do right now is not meddle with it. Trust can only go so far. No, Jam's cool. I wouldn't hang out with her if she wasn't. Can't help who you're related to, right? No, I suppose you can't, but that doesn't mean we have to trust everyone who stumbles into town. No offense, but your friendship just don't mean much, Diner Kid. You're friends with everyone, even that Julius freak. Diner Kid? I know you know Avery's name, and if I ever hear you call him that again... Sorry, Miss Winnie, won't happen again. Don't apologize to me. Sorry, Avery, I didn't mean to be so dismissive. You're all alright, though. I am pretty friendly with most people in town. If my friendliness and ability to get along with anyone means I can't vouch for you, I guess that's that. Sorry, Jam. I'll vouch for her. You can't say that doesn't mean anything. You all know I hate Tabitha. Wouldn't stick my neck out for any relative of hers who wasn't 100% on our side. Alright. Noted. Can't say I'm comfortable having our little discussion in front of you, but maybe I won't keep thinking of you as Tabitha's little stoogie. Well, I guess we should get going. That's cool. I'm just glad we cleared that up. I don't need to know about the strike. I think you can get quite involved in it if you want to, but I'm not. I don't care. I just want to find Stella. You turn and leave the diner, Avery and Kanika trailing close behind you. Still no sign of Stella. We should check in on Oscar. He's smart, maybe he'll know what to do. I hope nothing else happened after we all went home last night. They're so brave for sleeping in that house after everything we went through. I'd rather sleep in the woods with the ditchlings than some place that was that haunted. Your mum said it's safe, and I'm inclined to believe her. Why would she lie? How would she know that? Magic, probably. There's only one way to find out. Let's go. Oh, at least one place feels kind of nice here. And that's because I Ace Attorney'd the ghost into submission. This scene right here, this relatively bright library scene, this cheerful music. This is a reward for the one thing I've done right so far. Morning light streams in through the library's large windows. In the bright daylight, it's once again a place of comfort all menace having fled in the wake of Charles Shaw Jr.'s departure. No ghost, thank God. I was not up for an encore. Yeah, it's gone. Just like your mum said it would be. I guess Oscar must be in back. I know that's where I'd be if I finally got my house back. I've always been surprised at how unsupervised this place is. Sometimes it feels like anyone could just walk in and do whatever they wanted. Who would fuck around in a library, though? That's like a, you know, it's a sacred place, a library. Like, what? Steal books? I mean, they could, right? I'm not saying anyone would, I'm just saying that people in this town trust each other a lot. It's nice. Let's go find Oscar. You make your way back towards the annex. It feels strange to be back here in the light of day, as if the events of the previous evening were all just a terrible dream. More accurately, it feels as if the events of the previous evening were mostly just a dream. That hideous stone carving is still buried in the basement, and though it's subtle and subdued, you can still feel the faintest of hums reaching out from it. You know something, I'm not saying that, like, I'm not taking mystical seriously anymore, but it's such a downer. It's always giving me the worst possible news. And, I mean, technically, it wasn't mystical that pulled my ass out of the fire last time. It was, what's it called? It was, Booksmarts. Booksmarts was the one that saved me. I'm actually kind of starting to lean myself towards relying on Booksmarts a bit more these days. But seeing as though I'm in a state of maximum anxiety, and that's normally when the mystical side of Scarlet Jam comes out, does probably mean we'll be using quite a bit of the mystical trait today. Where if you hear unwrapping, I'm having like an energy bar. Yeah. I mean, I've just scarfed down that energy bar. Thinking about it, Scarlet Jam, really not taking care of herself today. Not eating yet. Investigating on an empty stomach. In my mind, she is, like, the past few days, she's been putting quite a bit of, like, effort into her clothes and her outfits, as she is wont to do. Today she's just, like, wearing, like, a black hoodie that she's just put on and, like, a black skirt. She's just put on basic stuff. She's basically going through angst mode. It's angst time, yay. Anyway, yeah, Mystical is saying we're fucked, regardless of our successes. This hallway really takes me back. Feels like it was only yesterday that we were last here, blissfully unaware that our entire lives were about to change forever. It was only yesterday. I know. I love how Avery, like, they're just a bit weird, but, like, in a very charming way. Like, they're just goofing around with us, and, like, on the walk to meet with Kanika, they were just like, I wouldn't mind having, like, eggs laid in me. Like, hell yeah, you go, buddy. Oh, good morning. It's so good to see you all. Please, come on in. Oh, shit. No. No!